I'm gonna be doing a guitar tutorial for the song Honeybee by Olivia Rodrigo. I had quite a few people asking for the chords and the picking patterns, so I'm gonna try my best to explain it. But I will say, I don't know what a picking pattern is, nor do I know which one I used. But I will try my best to explain how I did what I did in my video. So you're gonna start out with your capo on the 2nd fret. So if you're doing the finger picking, firstly, you're gonna want to assign each string a finger. And so for this tutorial, to keep things simple, I'm going to assign a string a number. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 being the lowest E string and 6 being the highest E string. You're going to want to assign your thumb for the 2 lower strings. So your thumb is going to be assigned to 1 and 2, and then your index finger for 3, your middle finger for 4, your ring finger for 5, and your pinky for 6. Okay, now that we've got that clear, or if you're just using a pick, then you don't have to worry about any of that. But now that we have that clear, we're gonna start with the first chord, a very simple chord, E minor. And it's just going to be a simple 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're plucking the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th string in that order. And then it's A, then D, then it's G. With G, you're just doing 1 and 2. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, and then you shift your middle finger from the 3rd fret on the 1st string to the 2nd fret on the 1st string. So it would sound like this. And transition to the E minor. You go back to E, and then A, then D. And so that's what I did for the first verse. And then the chorus, slightly different. The chords are mostly the same, but the picking pattern is definitely a little bit more complicated than that. Okay, let me think of how I want to say this. So I pluck the 1st string on E minor with my thumb. And then I go to 3, 4 with my index and my middle, and we go to strings 3 and 4. You're gonna pluck them at the same time. And then with these 2 fingers, your ring finger and your middle finger, you're going to pluck 4 and 5. And then go back to 3 and 4. So it's gonna sound like this. So it's gonna be like that. And then you're gonna move to A minor, but instead of plucking the 1st string like we did with E minor, you're gonna pluck the 2nd string. And you're going to then again pluck 3, 4, 4, 5, 3, 4. So it sounds like that, if you get what I'm saying. So, and then for D, you're going to pluck the 3rd string first, and then 4, 5, 5, 6, 4, 5. So it would sound like. And then for G, you're gonna go back to G, and you're going to pluck the 1st string, and then 3, 4. So it's 1st string, 3, 4. And then you're going to move your middle finger from the 1st string on the 3rd fret, you're gonna move it to the 2nd fret. So it's gonna sound like this. And then back to E minor. So in the first part of the verse, it goes like, it's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest. Everything's gonna stay the same for that part, but then when it gets to the part, let me think. So when it gets to this part, I hope I never see what your face. So this is where the D switches up slightly. So it's gonna be, you pluck the 3rd string, and then 5 and 6, and then you pluck the third string again, but this time you're going to do a D major 7. So you're basically just going to be taking your ring finger off, and then you're going to be barring 4, 5, and 6 with your index, just like that. So then it's, your face looks like, and then back to G, going, and then the same thing for the, her face, I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing, here's to hoping. And so then you're gonna go to the second verse. And the second verse is slightly different than the first verse. It's a little bit quicker with your fingers. It's a quicker movement. So basically what you're gonna be doing is walking backwards what we did in the first verse. And what I mean by that is we did 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first verse. So for the second verse, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. So it's gonna sound like, and then the same thing with A minor, but like I said, with A minor, you start on the second string. So then it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4. And then D, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. So with G, it's gonna be, so it's 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5. But like I said in the first verse and throughout the chorus, it's that transition to the E. So it's you're just simply shifting your middle finger from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. So, okay, yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, that's gonna sound like that. So you can play it with me if you want to. Okay. Pick me up, walk me home, and it feels like God threw me a bone, sticky sweet tangerine. Would you sit and keep me company in the dark? I'm not scared, I just reach and you're right there. Shooting stars, racing cars, everything I own just feels like ours. And so now we're going to move on to the second verse, which is different from how I played it in the first verse. Like I said, a little bit more fast and up to speed a little bit. So you're going to want to, I'm trying to figure out how to explain what I did with words. Okay, so this is a little bit complicated. I don't even really know how to say it. Okay, let me just really lay it out in my head. So you're gonna pluck strings 1 and 6 at the same time on the E minor chord. And then you're going to go to 3, 4, 3. So 1 and 6 at the same time, and then 3, 4, 3. And then you're just gonna keep doing that. And then you're gonna go to the A chord, and you're going to go to the 2nd string with your thumb, and 2nd string and 6th string at the same time, 3, 4, 3. So 2nd string and 1st string at the same time, and then the 3, 4, 3. And then with D, it's the 3rd string and the 1st string at the same time while plucking 4, 5, 4. So it's, and then you're going to move to the G chord. So then it's going to be the 1st string and the 6th string at the same time, and then 3, 4, 3. And then you're going to move your middle finger to the 2nd fret. So it sounds like. Okay, I messed up a little bit there. So that's what I do for the chorus when it comes the second time around. And then it's the same thing as the beginning in the first chorus. So you're going to transition that D to, but it's the same picking pattern that I showed just a couple seconds ago, but it's, face, and then D major 7. Looks like going. Her face, I swear that I could spend my D major 7. Here's to hoping. And so then at this part of the song, it kind of goes into a little bit of an instrumental. So then you're just gonna, and then it goes to the whole instrumental of just E, A, D, G, shift your middle finger. And then the second time you play it, you're gonna, no, the third time you play it, you're going to do the thing with the D. D major 7, and then just one more time, so it's 4 times the normal. A, D, D major 7, shift your middle finger. So in all, with the instrumental, you're going to play that same loop of E, A, D, G 4 times. And so then when you finally get to the end of the 4th one on the G, then go to this very soft and slowed down part of the song. I hope I never see what your face looks like. D major 7. Going. Place, I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping. And then you got it slower. And then you speed it up and then go back to the chorus. It's too hard to describe this. Okay, so now if you want to, you can play the chorus with me. Then I think the tutorial will be over. Okay, so if you want to, you can play the chorus with me. Second part of the chorus. Okay. It's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest. But even when I'm quiet, I love you, baby, I promise. I hope I never see what your face looks like going. Her face, I swear that I could spend my D major 7 going. Here's to hoping. Okay, so then that's gonna be the song. That's it. This is my second tutorial, but it's my first one trying to explain picking, which I don't really know how to, but I tried. I'm going to paste the chords somewhere up here throughout the song to make it very easy to understand. And I hope it helped at least somebody learn the song. It's a very simple, easy, short song. The thing that's just gonna take some time is finger picking if you're new to it. So a tip that I would give is just to go slow. Don't try to go fast at first. Be patient with yourself. Go slow. It's just the 1, 2, 3, 4s. Maybe it would even help if you said the number of the string in your head. And so yeah. But when I'm playing the song, this is a good thing to remember. With the E chord, I always start on the 1st string. With the A chord, I always start on the 2nd string. With the D chord, I always start on the 3rd string. And with G, I start on the 1st string. So yeah, but yeah, I hope that was easy to understand, and I hope that somebody was able to benefit from this video. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a nice day.